Speeds are going up. The traction is there. International drag race competition ceremony.
That ended up being our last qualifying run, and that was the run we had the chance to go fast, where everybody made their fast runs. I did the burnout, everything was fine. I backed up, everything was fine. Next thing I know, I see Joe taking the wrench out of his back pocket. I thought when I seen him take it out that it may have been leaking a little bit, and he was taking it out to give a little tight, and he started undoing it and looked at me. He gave me the cut it off. Unfortunately, we had a problem with the oil pump. We didn't have any oil pressure after the burnout, and that shut me off.
Oil pressure.
So that was qualifying. So yeah, we didn't have a very good qualifying effort.
After this round at the NHRA state.
I'll get you one.
When it started raining, I didn't even know if we was going to get to race. And a lot of people, I think, felt that way. By the time we got the car back in the pit, the cover of the car was like totally soaked. We knew it was going to be a big delay at that point.
Transmissions, McLeod Clutches, Silver Sport Transmissions, Dodge, and across the racetrack, the Bonco Ford Mustang of Chad Green. Lee, the better qualified car. Lee smokes the tires instantly, and Chad Green is motoring to the finish line at 395 at 324 miles an hour. Seems like a sporty tune-up for this time of the day, and certainly this racetrack.
Yeah, and Chad Green is a lot better than what their qualifying position indicated for us. We know how good this car can run. They just didn't get it in qualifying. They were limited to the first run, fortunately getting them in the show, but you can see how stable this was, how safe it looked. The tires aren't spinning, they're not smoking, the cylinders are not misfiring, so they had a good setup, and it almost looks like it's very safe, somewhat conservative.
Yeah, 395, which I think it ended up being, is either low or second low of the session. So after I saw that, I felt pretty good about it.
Okay. Were those bad? Fucking hot, they're big. Okay. Here, it's off. Right. You already got it?
The Bonco Ford Mustang, and it is the true brand Dodge.
I felt very confident going up there, round two. Well, I was just hoping we could go out there and repeat, and unfortunately, that's not what happened. We put a hole out at the step.
Chad Green's car is a cylinder up, but Buddy Hull smokes the tires. Chad Green, 410 at 312, and boy, if they could have that 404 back.
On the street, his job as a driver, got off the starting line first. These cars run identical runs to 60 feet.
That was our one lucky round of the day for sure. It ended up throwing every rod out of the motor. We had a fire.
Yeah, we're down! Turn it, crank, turn it. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Just hit it with some, get the rack knocked out first. I'll lay down there with you. First dash scan, 1 or 2. Oil. Come on. Come on. Sorry, I dropped it. It's okay. I get to turn a little bit? Good. You're all right. Everything's good over there. Water coming in, Kenny. So help me out. So. Yep. Everything's tight.
I didn't roll up there like with all the confidence in the world, like we're about to come up here and smack Hagen. I knew Hagen was going to be definitely a tall order. I never even talked to my crew chiefs about what we're going to try and run. I was actually perfectly calm and ready to do business.
Matt Hagen and Chad Green on the racetrack right now. Green was very late to show up. They were assembling the car as it was sitting at the ready line in the staging lanes. The right trailer's drone showing Hagen in the red-blue direct connection Dodge SRT Hellcat Red Eye Funny Car making his way back. What can we say about Matt Hagen that has not been said? The four-time champion of his hometown of Salem, Virginia. He's the cattle rancher. He's the owner of a Hagen Cattle Company. He's involved in a multitude of different businesses. But right now, Tony, the business at hand is beating up on Chad Green.
Well, Matt Hagen is just one of those drivers you can always rely on. He's going to be solid. This car has seen some changes in terms of the crew chief, but it's going to stay on course because the crew chief that really has taken over the responsibilities, he's tuned this car before. He's very familiar with what the former tuner was doing.
Bruno, what happened with Chad Green?
You know, Brian, you said they were late to the altar getting up here. I talked to one of the crew guys that was waiting on them at the starting line. He said they had to do an unplanned motor change at the last second. He said they've got some new crew members, so it took longer than anticipated, but they're here.
They're here, and they got a good tune-up in that car. At the finish line, it's Green. That is incredible. 392.2, 330 miles an hour. I can't believe it. I don't think they can either.
Well, it's textbook. When you are in trouble, when your back's against the wall, why come out here and try to match their performance or try to run what you have been running, which really hasn't been that great. It was good enough to get them here because they've been pretty steady, but do something. Bad intentions, set the car up in an attempt to run quicker. It is getting cooler. There's more rubber on the racetrack. Everything they tweaked that car, every knob that they turned was the right move.
First final round since the World Finals in 2023.
We got back there and we had to pull motor last second, so gotta get back there, make sure everything's okay. But by the looks of that, I think we're okay.
Beats 3:68, and Antron Brown picks up where he left off with the number 1 next to his name. Antron just competing in his 149th final round, Langdon in his 48th. Some would look at that as experience, and it absolutely is. Others would look at it as age, but he's still got it.
All the praise and glory goes to God, but a team, a part of this team that's incredible. Brian, Brad, Almer, Matco, Lucas Oil, Toyota, Hensler boys, great job. Hey, how about that? Gator time, woo!
Second international win for Antron.
Chad Green, the last round they came up here and thumped Matt Hagen with a 392. On the opposite side of the racetrack, they have put the Carlisle Toyota. They came into this run with lane choice. We saw it part of the day that it might have mattered. Doesn't matter anymore.
If you ask me, this Napa team, Carlisle car has to adjust accordingly. And especially seeing the performance of those top fuel cars directly in front of them. If there was any question, if the racetrack is there, that shouldn't be raced any of that out.
Thunderstorms swirling in the distance around Gainesville Raceway. It has been a race against time, a race against each other, and a race against Mother Nature. One of the most topsy-turvy and epic runnings of the Gator Nationals in this facility's history. The Funny Car final is up. It's going to be Chad Green for the second time in his career. Chad Green wins the Gator Nationals. Unbelievable. This is career fifth final round, his second victory. Dean Marinas, Joe Serena. Unreal.
Well, there you have a group of guys that work well together. There is no fear. They had nothing to lose. They're playing with house money. And they made all the right moves.
Yes.
And that's a great story.
392-1, 329. Bruno Massel's in the scrum.
Few people are happier than Dean Marinas right now, and for good reason. Back-to-back 392s. You guys had a heck of a day in terms of putting the work in. What does this mean to you right now to stand here and do this interview?
It's incredible. I mean, I've been working my whole life for this, and to be racing at this level and win, just me and Joe, taking over the team. We got our own shop. We put another team together. It's been crazy. Look forward to this season.
For Dean Marinas, this is a guy who has succeeded at every level of drag racing. He's been a small tire racer, a nitrous tuner. And for Chad Green, this guy from Midland, Texas, invested this year. They added the second team. What a story.
And Jay, Chad Green has come into this funny car category and earned the respect, and not just because of this final round, but very well deserved. You can see Ron Capps losing traction, but they did everything right in that right lane, left side of your screen.
The man from Midland, Texas, Chad Green, is with Amanda Busick.
Wow. And in Chad Green's second career win in Funny Car, not only is he going to get the Wally presented to him by Amalie Motor, he's going to go home with that sweet Gator trophy as well. And Chad, you're going to want to go back and look at the film of your run because your team absolutely lost their mind at the end of that. Dean Marinas just said on the big screen that this is a dream that he's been racing for his whole life. Woo! How does this just add to your story, Chad?
This is a dream for me too. I mean, to win here at the Gator Nationals, I can't believe I'm a Gator Nationals winner. It's just so awesome. I actually drove my first ever legal race car down the track here at this track. This track means so much to me, and well, I can't believe I get both of these. No, I can't. I'm so proud of my team. Let me tell you, we thrashed. We didn't do good in qualifying.
Yeah, baby.
Car came around at the right time. We have both our teams, our new team over working on the car too. Just couldn't be more proud of these guys. And we had some new sponsors with us here this weekend. Tony, Charles from Drive, and our Logan Industries over there, Scott. So it couldn't be better. Thanks, guys.